No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died. It isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work? Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here. Faster.
Yes.
What?
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Good.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you...
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome? Think we can take that one?
Well, if you're up for being the decoy.
No thanks. Let's...
Don't get careless!
Tell me!
It's a duel of the eyes! You got company!
Not with the enemy's weakness!
Art expert coming through!
This! You're mine!
This one's mine! It looks like you got this one covered!
You're mine! It's over!
Lunar corruption!
You're mine! Life! Crush! Now! The enemy is really!
Take it down! We'll soon see about that! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Arch control! Sweet focus! Mega ray! Lightning annihilation! Thunder ray!
It's over!
Holy quiver!
Now you see what I can do!
Holy land!
Everlasting dark! Negative state!
Mega light! Raging asphalt! Mega ray! In the wind! Air thrust! Magic is there!
On Severing Wing! You're mine!
Healing
It's over! Air pressure!
In your deck. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Here I come!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really
There
don't.
you go! Don't let up!
Begin! You're mine! It's over!
Sweet Cloud! Radiant!
Elusive deity! You can't get out of this! Attack time! It's over!
Where are you going? Don't mind if I do!
I'll smash you!
The fluidity of your movements is simply incredible.
Here I come! Severing Wing! Here I come! Here I come!
It's weakened!
This ends now! You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Severing Wing! I'll blind you with a dust! You're finished! Everything goes to you! Severing Wing!
Lightning
You picked the wrong fight! Take it!
Take this!
Win! Take this! Take this! It's over! Try this!
Shattering the pieces!
Severing wind!
Power surface resonate with the earth.
Radiant's light!
Here I come!
Blazing torch for me!
Tear!
Radiant
Here I come!
Bloody howling.
Severing wind!
Resonate with the
Here I
earth.
come!
Stalagmite. Raising you
Severing
apart.
wind! Swallow blade! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Illuminate the sword!
Your blood!
Holy glimmer!
Severing wind!
Sorry, I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for? We can't depend on one another.
You're right.
Can't get out of
I'll bear that
bed.
in mind.
Thunderblade! Confiscated! Freeze laser!
I can carve through one.
Thrilling performance.
Far enough. You.
Radiant force! Alright! It's showtime!
Here I come!
Resonate with the earth.
In here!
Severing wind!
What's all mine? Raising you up.
I couldn't make it in time. Burn in hell! It's wide open!
Won't escape me.
Wind!
Wind Astral Energy! Whoa! Hey! Weather tight! Thunderblade! Music is there!
Bloody howling.
Wind! Here I come!
You require a response to being interrupted.
Try harder! My turn!
In a bind.
Is this what real pain feels like?
Can't be happening.
Forgive me.
First aid! Wind Astral Energy!
That should do it!
Blah blah blah!
Run!
Nothing can buy me!
You all walked away! Burning!
Smash you.
Water! Hear my call!
You're finished!
Far enough!
Not in your dreams! Lightning
Flame
arrow!
inside me! Yours to be let free!
Blaze of spear!
Eat this!
Chinese superconductor!
Severing wind!
Big
Here
waterfall!
I come! You're
Leave
finished!
now!
You're
Get on
mine!
in there with the others!
Soaring blast! Here I come! Severing wind!
Got it!
It's over!
Now's our chance!
Here I come! Severing wind! Take this!
Holy land! Reload!
Wind! Here I come!
I never miss!
Here I come!
Annihilation! Steel force! Illuminate the dark!
Take this.
Come forth! Holy glitter!
Can't be happening.
You'll pay for that!
Confiscate!
Begin.
This one's all mine!
Ready
You're
to go!
gone.
Lightning orb!
Radiant
More
light.
with us!
You got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Redwell.
I'm not scared! I'm totally fine!
Easter!
Annihilation!
Onward!
Burning! Water! Hear my call! Holy land! Far enough!
Here I come! Thrust!
Don't mind if I do!
Severing wind!
My astral energy! On stage one!
I'm nearly done for.
Xion, astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Naturally!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Gotta break through!
The flame inside me to be let free. Rising Wyvern!
Your wings won't save you from me!
Soaring light!
I'm free! Why can't they just
Ensure you survive. Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Devastation! Severing Wing! Here I come!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
Not today!
No complaints here!
I never miss!
In a bind?
Do it!
Tear!
All in order.
You're mine! Make might with blackened blade!
The heavens must be smiling.
We've reached our destination.
Yeah!
Looks like we made it here in one piece. What should I fix today?
Wasabi.
Rice!
Ice cream!
Meat!
Caviar.
You guys aren't helping. Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Do you mind if we chat a bit?
Now there's something I never thought I'd hear you say.
Remember when we talked about what it was like for me growing up? Well, I thought it only fair that I also get to ask what you were like as a child.
My childhood? Maybe you missed the memo that was going around, but I can't remember anything of my past.
I know. Just whatever you can remember. There's gotta be something, right?
Let me think. Well, have I ever told you about my army days? Back when I used to serve under a Danon master?
Yeah, but that must have been after you were already grown up, right? Do you happen to remember anything from back when you were younger?
Actually, I remember I had a kid with me.
You had a kid?
No, of course not. The child's father was another soldier. Back in those days, we risked our lives for a master we'd never even seen. We just fought for them and didn't even question it. When that kid's dad died and I saw them sitting there crying, I felt this bitter, indescribable feeling. It was like I was drinking something toxic that I knew I shouldn't, but couldn't stop. It was strange. I never understood why I reacted like that. Soldiers died every day. It wasn't anything new.
What it tells me is that deep down, you were the same man then as you are now. You've never been able to accept injustice in the world.
If you keep talking like that, you're going to embarrass me. I wonder whatever happened to that master and poor kid. Not that there's any way of knowing now. You know, I just remembered that kid was good at sewing dolls. They gave me one once. As a good luck charm to protect me.
Dolls? You go ahead and sleep. I'm going to grab another bite to eat first. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here, then?
I'll see what I can do.
Hey! Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rinwell. Positive thinking is everything.
Forgive you!
Here I come!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Rising water! I'm not done! Rising... No escape! Rising water! No escape!
Demons descend!
Flashing bang! My turn! We got fire!
I've
The
got
enemy
this!
wields
Let
arc
a
too.
marksman! We'll soon see demons descend!
Flashing bang! My turn! Take this! You're finished!
I never miss! Eat dirt!
Rising Falcon! Swallow Blade!
Now!
Sonic Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Take it! Armor won't
You got
save
that?
me! This! Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Is
Ignite!
it hot? Get back out again!
Stop!
Red!
Blind freak!
Like it!
Take this!
it!
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Take this! Captivity! Rising Wyvern!
Holy
Rising Falcon!
Who wants to run next?
I'm ready! My turn! It's on! Take this!
Flame of Fury!
Eat dirt! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This shall be a feast for the senses.
Guess I misread the lamp. Dang it. Whew, what a rough... Gosh.
The spray from this waterfall feels so good.
Seriously. Makes the sweat I worked up getting here all worth it.
Don't get too wet now, you two, or else you'll catch a cold.
No choice!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Let the wise warrior know when to call it quits!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Hi, Hoodle! There!
Now or never!
Begin! Lightning Orb! Raging Energy! Can get a bite to eat instead. Are those arms even natural?
That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
Little help!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Thank you.
No,
They're surrounding us! Searing pump! Reload! Magic is out! Black and gray! Power of water!
I try not to chase fruitless and
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Get lost!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Take this! Lunarungo! Soaring Light Spear! Portal
They
Blade!
may look cute and stuff, but they're big.
Highly so much, Rinwell.
Maybe my arts do have a place in this
Got
world.
fire!
Sure, there's tons you can do.
Rising Wyvern! My turn! Allow me to help you! Pierce through! Burn in hell! I'm ready! Escape!
All yours, Kisara.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
Little help!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal! Rising Wyvern!
Pesky airborne
Do
scoundrels!
it! Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Shuffling Slash!
I'm ready!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
You sure showed them!
Oh. In a day's work.
We've reached our destination.
Yeah! You... Yeah!
What's gotten into him?
He says, instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hootle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. Going to need more long-term aid than we can... provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Halfin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion!
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Xion? Xion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renan top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird light shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again. I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
Hey, look! We've got way more animals!
I never imagined Law would have a knack for husbandry.
Makes sense since they're on the same wavelength.
You're making me blush over here.
Law, maybe you should consider what that statement actually means.
There. Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
All glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Execution!
They're surrounding us! This one's mine!
Astral arts?
That's my cue!
Not today!
Shut them down!
I'm not done!
Not on my watch! Water! Here my power!
Can't get out of
Water power! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Rinwell.
I'm not scared! I'm totally fine! Get the wind!
I owe you one.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Powers malevolent! Magic is in!
Lightning Blade! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and...
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
This is the power of the blazing sword!
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.